very sound reason for that. Really, if you're watering your lawn, you are not only wasting lots of money because you're paying for that water, but actually it's not going to make a huge amount of difference. Our lawns are, although they're made up of individual plants, every single bit of grass is effectively an individual plant. They're very resilient, and by and large, lawns will bounce back. I would be far more concerned about ensuring that the plants in our gardens are in good health. For me, a lawn is a completely sacrificial thing, which I know is outrageous for British gardeners because we are, of course, obsessed with our lawns. But you really shouldn't be watering them.
You talk about an obsession. I think it is a British obsession, isn't it? I mean, I can see a bit of your lawn over your left shoulder. It's looking pretty yellow. Do you think that the general British passion for a green lawn is actually damaging to the environment as well, though?
Well, it's a tricky one because it is very much part of our sort of gardening identity, I suppose, and it goes all the way back to the 1700s, where having a mown lawn was a status symbol, because if you could afford to get men in to scythe your lawn, it meant you had the money to be able to do that, and meant that you were a person of great standing in society, and that's really stayed with us. But as our climate changes, the sort of standard British lawn, if you like, becomes more and more a sort of questionable object in a garden, or feature in a garden, I would say.
So what might our gardens look like in the future, would you say? What do you think we should do?
Well, I don't think we should give up entirely on the lawn, first of all. I mean, I mentioned at the top that lawns will bounce back, and if we get a good deluge of rain in the autumn, which we often will, they'll start to recover. But also, I think probably we need to be thinking about whether we need a really big lawn. If you have got a big lawn, what are you using it for? Maybe you can have a smaller lawn that you look after more intensively, and actually do the kind of thing that I do in my own garden, which is leave lots of areas of long grass underneath trees, which I plant with spring bulbs, and then they're followed on by wildflowers, and have more plants.
This, I probably know the answer to this, asking a gardener, but what about fake grass? Is that a no-no?
No. Did I hear you say fake grass?
I thought that might be the reaction.
It's a no-no from me. I mean, I understand why people think fake grass might be a good thing, but it's very hard to see how it stacks up environmentally. And during that 40-degree plus spell that we had, there was actually all sorts of forums on social media with people sharing tips on how to cool their fake grass down because it was cooking. So there's something really quite wrong there, I think, if you're having to water fake grass just to walk on it.
OK, so if we're not going for fake grass, but we're moving away from lawns slightly, and you're saying we need to concentrate on our plants, can you just finish our chat by giving us a bit of advice about how we do keep our plants healthy in this weather?
Absolutely. So first of all, you'll have plants in your garden that look like they're under stress. They might be wilting, they might be going a little bit yellow in the leaf. That's a sign that they're suffering from what is called interveinal chlorosis. It's a sign of a magnesium deficiency, which is often a sign of stress. So water those plants, water them with a watering can, and also just think about where the plants you're planting in your garden originate from. There's something like, there was a fantastic book about Mediterranean plants, which lists 75,000 plants that you can grow without any need to water regularly. Now, not all of them are hardy in the UK, but a lot of them are, and there are lots of great zero irrigation gardens in the UK that you can take inspiration from. So all is not lost. I just think we need to modify the way we garden.
OK, excellent advice. Matthew, thanks for joining us tonight.